Hi, I'm Jen from Grangetto's Farm and Garden.
And I'm Farmer Roy, a horticulture manager at Sunshine Care, a memory care community in Poway, California.
And we're here to give you tips on growing the best garden you can. Let's talk about starting plants from seeds. The first thing you have to consider is what kind of plant do you want to grow? What kind of vegetable do you want to grow? And when you decide what kind of vegetable you want to grow, you have to pay attention to how you want to start it. Some vegetables are going to benefit from starting indoors when you start them from seeds, like tomatoes, peppers, eggplants. You're going to need to start those indoors, and we have some products that can help you with that at Grangetto's. The first product that I would like to show you is called Speedy Roots. It's made by Jiffy, and it's a very, very easy product to use. All you have to do is take off this label and you leave the plastic covering on. It's already filled. All these cells have a peat moss based medium which holds a lot of moisture. That's really good for seeds, and you just pop your little seed right in there and you just let it go. It holds the perfect amount of moisture. This plastic holds it in so it's a greenhouse effect, and once you start seeing leaves you can remove the plastic, and once it gets to the right height, about 3 or 4 inches, you can plant it outside, and it's the easiest way to go. To help you choose the seeds that are going to be right for your season and the area that you want to plant in, make sure that you look carefully at the seed packet. It will tell you how long it will take for it to germinate. It'll tell you how deep to plant. It'll also tell you what season it's right to plant in your area.
So when thinking ahead of doing your own starts, you have to, as Jen mentioned, you have to know how long it's going to take. So these are tomatoes. These are actually black cherry tomatoes. It's an heirloom. They're delicious in our children's garden. This is one of the perennial winners. And this was seeded 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Peppers. This is 6 to 8 weeks. You got to think ahead. The key is thinking ahead.
Now, if you have a bunch of empty 6-packs around the house, you could also use something specifically meant for seeds, like the Gardner and Bloom Seed Starter. If you plant your seeds in that in 6-packs or any empty containers around the house, that will work perfectly too. You just have to make sure to keep the seeds moist, not overwatered, and never let them go dry, and that will work just as well as the Speedy Roots. Not as easy, but it'll work just as well. Another tip, if you can put some kind of plastic or a dome to have that greenhouse effect, that will make them germinate a little faster. Also, things like heating mats, some kind of heating element that you put underneath the roots and underneath the root mat of any of your propagation products, speed up germination. So that's a good trick to help any of your plants start growing faster.
Due to the quantity that we grow here, using pre-made speedy trays and things like that would be a little cost prohibitive. I was a commercial grower in Baja for 20 years, tomatoes mostly, and we did all our seeding ourselves. And so another alternate media is the one we use here. This is SunGrow Sunshine Mix number 3, and it's a beautiful mixture of Canadian sphagnum peat moss, vermiculite, dolomite lime. It's got a wetting agent. So the whole key in the greenhouse is you don't want them too soggy, but you want them to retain moisture. You want to get a good root system starting as quick as possible and keep it moist without overwatering it. So this is a 72 cavity tray, great for cucurbits such as squash, cucumbers. Fill them with the media, the Sunshine number 3 or the seed starting mix by Gardner and Bloom. And a little trick with cucurbits, and we like them on the side because then you don't have to figure out if you did it the wrong way. The root's going to go one way and the cotyledons and the leaves are going to come up. And then we come back through, put a little blanket on them so they sleep well at night, cover them up, and that's it.